in this match. Oh, we have an article. What is this? Okay, here's an article. Let's cover an article as well while we're at it. Let me stop the music. Okay, here we go. We have an article. Belgian IM handed 1-year FIDE ban after refusing body scan. Okay, let me change the scene a little bit. Just this is better, right? Yeah, it's better. Okay, it's an article by by Tarjay S. IM Stefan Doc X has been handed a 1-year ban from taking part in FIDE rated tournaments after refusing a metal detector body scan during an incident in Spain. Doc X was found not guilty of computer cheating and says he has appealed the suspension. Wait, so wait a second. So he was handed a 1-year ban from taking part in FIDE tournaments after refusing a metal detector body scan, but he was found not guilty of computer cheating. So as I understand what this means is the guy basically the guy refused a metal detector scan, but there's no actual hard proof that he cheated, but because he refused to scan, he got a 1-year ban. Interesting. That feels a little bit incongruent, if that's the right word. I mean, that feels incongruent somehow. So anyway, let's keep going. The 49-year-old, a 3-time member of the Belgian Olympiad team, has been sanctioned for a year by FIDE's Ethics and Disciplinary Commission for the incident that took place during the Benidorm Open in December last year. At the end of October, the full decision was published on the EDC's website. Chess.com reported on the story back then, mentioning the rumors that had been floating around the Dutch and Belgian chess scene for a decade prior to the incident in Spain in 2012. A Belgian club reported for the alleged cheating, but when he was eventually cleared of the charges, according to Schachfabrik.be. At the Benidorm Open, the incident with Doc X took place during the 8th round. Even though the tournament was not FIDE rated, anti-cheating measures such as body scans were in place, as was the compulsory checking of codes with special attention given by the arbiters to players who were away from the board. Okay. This is just a picture, I guess. Yeah, a picture of a player being scanned. Okay. Chief Arbiter Ramon Garcia became suspicious of Doc X after his frequent visits to the bathroom and followed him. Garcia said he stayed in the bathroom area for 15 minutes while Doc X was inside one of the cubicles. Now, first thing that's kind of funny is I gave this story a long time ago, but this probably was during the London Chess Classic. I want to say this was like maybe 2015 maybe or 16, but at any rate, during that event there were 2 players who were going to the restroom a lot. Those 2 players were myself as well as Jan Nepomniachtchi. At a certain point, one of the arbiters basically was assigned to follow us to the bathroom and see if we would stay in the bathroom for a long time before coming out. So this is pretty funny actually when you think about it, but we were not in the bathroom for 15 minutes. He stated that he saw clear reflections on the floor tiles, which he interpreted as light coming from a mobile phone in use. After Doc X returned to the tournament hall, he was confronted by arbiters who asked to scan him with a metal detector. The requests were refused, and when Doc X continued to refuse even after being warned twice that he would be disqualified, he forfeited the game and did not play in the final round. The arbiters did not find a mobile phone in the bathroom area. So basically what the implication, as I understand it, is here, the implication is that he used a phone, but he refused to be scanned, so he probably had a phone on him. But because they didn't find a phone, you can't actually prove he's cheating. But because he refused to be scanned, it's still the 1-year ban. Okay. In his reply to the EDC, the Belgium IM denied all allegations. He said he did not use a mobile phone and explained that he was sick that day and needed to go to the bathroom several times. The allegations by Garcia were totally unfounded and false, he claimed. Okay. But he refused to be scanned. He refused to be scanned. Wait, but he refused to be scanned. Okay. Seems a little bit strange, actually. I mean, it seems strange. It seems strange when it sounds like they actually told him twice, like he would be kicked out of the tournament. So Doc X regrets that he did not submit to a scan from a metal detector during the round, but explains he was shocked by the unfounded allegations towards him and was also suffering from physical problems, according to his response to the EDC. Okay. Following Garcia's report on the matter, an investigatory panel from FIDE's Fair Play Commission, FPL, consisting of GMs Alexander Kolovich, Richard Newman, and Vincent Gereitz, sorry if I mispronounced that, investigated the matter. The report focused primarily on alleged cheating by Doc X. The panel also received an analysis by IM Kenneth Regan, a professor at the State University of New York, who has advised FIDE on computer cheating for years. He found nothing out of the ordinary in Doc X's games in the tournament or from the past 5 years. Ooh, Oof. Wow, so this really seems to be going. I was expecting to say something different. Yeah, this is crazy actually. Why didn't he just submit to the scan then? I mean, like, because either there are a couple of options. I read about this guy before, but now I'm really confused. I mean, but this means a couple of things. This means, like, there's an obvious possibility that he was cheating, obviously, like he had a phone, refused to be scanned, whatever. That's one option. Option two is that he was not cheating and he's been railroaded for, you know, he just didn't feel right or whatever. He didn't want to do a scan. But the problem is, what does this actually say then if Kenneth Regan's model found nothing in the past 5 years? This is really the crux of the issue. Like, if his model didn't find anything over 5 years, and we have had people like Fabiano Caruana who has said, by the way, that he believes that people have gotten past Kenneth Regan's model, then it's a lot more troubling. So yeah, and also I would say as well, having played in so many tournaments now where there's scans available, I think, like, anytime you go, you're like, it's a little bit of a hassle. It's annoying. Like, I'll give you an example. In the Isle of Man, after a couple of my games, they scanned both of us. So for example, when I played my game against I think it was Aryan Chopra, they basically asked both of us to do a scan after the game. When I played against, I think, was it Chepa? No, it wasn't Chepa. When I played Arjun in the last round, also they asked us to do a scan after the game. Of course, we both consented, obviously all good and everything. So, like, as a player, when you get asked this, it's like okay, sure, whatever. Like, I mean, you want to do things that are in the best interest of chess. And so it seems really weird that basically he won't consent to the scan, but then also, like, I mean, which seems very, very suspicious, but then also Kenneth Regan's model shows nothing, which is also, like, then you begin to wonder what even is going on. So it says the investigatory panel considered two possible scenarios. Doc X cheated by using a mobile phone, and that is the reason he refused a metal scan. Number two, Doc X did not cheat and refused the metal scan due to being surprised and not feeling well. The panel came to the conclusion that the first scenario was most likely and recommended a ban of 2 years from taking part in tournaments. He might be hiding his Microsoft. You mean Doc X? He's got all these Word docs. I mean, Doc X is the ending for Microsoft Word docs. So, okay, the EDC pointed out that computer-aided cheating is an increasingly problematic issue in chess and that it has the potential to damage the sport. They note the refusal of a player to undergo a scan without sufficient reason will unavoidably lead to well-founded cheating suspicions against that player. This is especially the case where all participants in a tournament in advance have been made aware of the security measures enforced and that random checks will be made anytime. Exactly. A refusal to comply with the request of a scan is especially serious in cases like this one, where the CA did confront the respondent with suspicions of cheating by using a mobile phone. EDC called Doc X's conduct and his refusal to submit to a body scan highly suspicious, but disagreed with the conclusion by the investigatory panel and found him not guilty of cheating. Even if the respondent's conduct during round 8 of the event, especially his refusal to submit him to a check, is highly suspicious, the EDC chamber is not comfortably satisfied that the respondent did consult a mobile phone during play. No one has observed the respondent carrying or using a mobile device. The level of his play does not indicate any use of illegal assistance. Even if, on a balance of probabilities, the facts speak against the respondent in his case, it has not reached a level of comfortable satisfaction. The respondent must therefore enjoy the benefit of doubt and shall therefore not be found guilty of computer-aided cheating. However, Doc X's refusal to undergo a body scan as requested by the arbiter was a serious breach of an important rule, the EDC notes. The commission took into consideration that Doc X was subject to a 6-month suspension by the Belgian Chess Federation and has issued him a ban of 1 year from taking part in FIDE-rated tournaments and chess-related activities as a player. In response to a request for a comment by chess.com, Doc X says that he has appealed the ban. I am satisfied that the commission concluded that all allegations of cheating were unfounded. Doc X does not want to make any further comments until the appeal has been decided. So I would argue that, I mean, I think that this case is an exact reason why there should be I think there should be a standard rule applied if you refuse scan. So, like, I feel like if you refuse a scan, it should be an automatic, like, 1 year ban, 2 year ban, whatever they want to make it, but it should be automatic. There should be no discussion, no debate. It should just be hard set that there's a punishment if you refuse a scan. Because otherwise you get to this situation where now it's very, very murky. Like, what do we know? Like, sure, he was banned by the Belgian Chess Federation. That's fine. That's all nice and fine. But what are you supposed to do? Because honestly, he refused the scan, which is extremely suspicious. But then the Ken Regan's model said there's no cheating. And then you're left in this, like, it's very complex. It's similar to refusing a breath test for a DWI. That's a good example. You're right. Yeah, that's a fair example. I agree, because you're right. You can refuse to do the breathalyzer. And of course, if you refuse, I think they just throw you in the slammer anyway, right? But maybe I'm wrong on that, but I think so. So I actually, I think that's a great example, the breathalyzer. I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to consent to it, but yeah, you get thrown in the slammer. Yeah, I agree. Or you get your driver's license suspended. I wouldn't know, obviously. So yeah, at the end of the day, boys and girls out there, or ladies and gentlemen, do not drink and drive. It's very bad.